Hello everybody and welcome to King of the Bridge, a game that seems quite simple at first. You're just playing a game of chess against someone opposing you on the bridge, but rules start to get more absurd very, very quickly indeed. Let's get going. I like chess. I wouldn't say I'm very good about it, but you know, who knows. So, cross the bridge. Seems nice and simple. I suspect, however, someone's going to object to me being there. And surprise, surprise, here's someone. Just under your nose, the tip of your tongue. Don't take a guess. That would not be fun. Many an answer, I look for just one. Do you get it? It's a riddle. And I find riddles so boring. So if you wish to cross this bridge, you have to play a game. My game. Chess. This is it. Get ready for the 11th edition of Advanced Troll Chess. You'll find the well-curated rulebook to your right. Let the game commence. Okay. So, do you suspect the other colour of cheating last turn? Accuse them by first entering accusation mode. Then click the chess piece you think violated the rule. Lastly, click the page of the rule you think was violated. If you catch the other colour cheating, you may cheat during your turn as payback. If you falsely accuse the other colour of cheating, your turn is forfeited and may cheat as revenge. You can only move your own coloured pieces. Do not move the other pieces, please. We don't know many other rules. We know rule 7. Horse guy can also move like this in 4 directions. He is troubled. If the white king dies, black wins the game. If the black king dies, the crown is given to a member of the royal guard. The perpetual cycle continues. Do not walk in each other's shoes. No pieces can move outside the board unless they work out of town. Some tiles are slippery. I like to dedicate this rulebook to myself because I made it. Fine, well, let's start with normal chess. You cheated. Pawns move like this. Okay, hey, this pawn's can't move like that. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Okay, pawns move like this because they're small-minded. Right, so we need to try again. But we now know that pawns can only move forward to one spot, not 2. That's slippy. Okay, only he can jump over other pieces. Only horses can move over other pieces. Fine. Okay, we've slipped, but we cheated. Oh, because they can only move forward or sideways. So he's going to come and win. Fine. Okay, so pawns are different from how they normally are. Gotcha. Pawns can also move backwards, actually. Interesting. So that's the slippery space. We know that as much. We can take this. That should be fine. We've got to make sure we keep an eye out for him cheating as well. The knights are fairly safe. Let's wake you up. I don't know if Poisson is going to be a thing here. Let's move out our bishop. Here it comes. It's another rule now. The bishop is a vital piece in this chess. He travels in the direction of X. Gotcha. Don't know what that means. So I don't know what that is. You cheated. Do not look a horse in the mouth. Do not think you can just move the gifts over to your side. Well, not on my watch, you don't. Do not move the gift, so the yellow square we can't move. Fine. start with our knights. That's not going to be a good idea. Let's put this here. That's a slippery tile. Move you to here. That's also a slippery tile. Let's try and bring him back up. He's moved to safety. Any pawn that reaches the great beyond the first space from them ascends. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Let's move you forward. Well, technically you can't be taken, so we can move you forward. Bring you back up. Advanced chess is comprised of rules going far back as the wrinkly short ages. Fine, that feels like a bit of a nonsensical rule. Don't know why that person is dancing. Let's keep moving our knights here. But we need to move it somewhere they're not going to be attacked. Let's, I guess, move another pawn out. Are they allowed to? They are allowed to go sideways, fine. Let's move you forward. That was a silly mistake, I shouldn't have done that. Bishop out to here, maybe? Okay, let's move you here. Because you can go there, because you can't be taken from there. That's a cheat. I think you violated the rule that pawns can only move in one direction. They can move backwards. Don't think they can move sideways though. Black pawn moved big-minded. Let's try that. Okay, we accuse the troll. You may cheat this turn. All these accusations, it is a waste of my time. Why prolong your inevitable loss? So we don't know what things we can do differently, but we know we can cheat. Capture the Black King with a White Queen as your revenge cheat. So we'll lose our Queen. The fair lady moves like half a castle on a bishop. She is very nice but has power. So we've lost our Queen, which probably wasn't ideal. Here it comes. You go there. Oh, okay. We're learning more rules. We're learning things now. Whether the rules change going forward, I don't know. What was that? I accused the Black Queen. What they did though, I'm not sure. Let's try rule 18. False accusation, that's the problem. I think you're seeing things, pal. Such foul things don't even enter my mind. Okay. So we've got to keep on making progress one way or another. Oh, that's interesting. You can move them outside the board. You cheated. You're no surprises there. You can only move your own colour pieces. Did you think that I was colourblind? Lucky we created the rulebook with colourblindness in mind. I suggest you read it again. I cheated, but that'll be a new rule learned. That piece does not work out of town, and if they did they would miss supper. unthinkable. Who works out of town though? Maybe the bishop? That's a slippery tile. Pawns are actually a metaphor for the invisible worker trolls. Interesting. Do bishops work out of town? Are they allowed to do that? Presumably, because if you're allowed to do that, I could presumably do the same myself. Bishops drop their gifts of knowledge when they leave a tile. The horse is not the only one who can jump over this. We've unlocked 10 new rules. I doubt the castle works outside of town, but let's try it. No. Okay, so the castle doesn't work outside of town, but it's good to know the bishop can. Right. Let's try this again. Do all those previous rules stay? It looks like they do. So let's start moving forward our pawns and our knights, because we know how they work. At least fundamentally. Are you allowed to do that? I'm not sure you are. I'm going to accuse... because I swear only knights are allowed to jump, as far as I can tell. Yeah, rule 9, only he can jump over other pieces, so... Black would have jumped when only he can jump. You may cheat this turn. I was just trying to spice things up, you bore me endlessly. Okay. We've taken him out. But he's going to keep moving to another character. So we need to find a way to take out all the other characters. I'm guessing. Let's get our other knight out. That bishop can move here, which is out of town. Nope, he's going to take our king. That was silly of me. Let's try that again. Let's bring you back up. Bring you to here. And bring you out here. The more we can do to put pressure on him, the better, I would say. Let's do that. Oh, that's annoying. Let's bring you back up. What was that? Something happened there. Let's do this. I think that's a safe take. No, it's not a safe take because they can move sideways. Well done, me. Move the queen to here. No, this is going horrendously wrong on so many levels. Let me just cheat so we can start that again. We cheated. Let's retry. Maybe I might just try move all my pawns forward and see how this goes. Here it comes. Just trying to work out what they're doing. Let's move that there. Move you here, because then you need to move. You take you. Let's move you here. So we've got a layer of pawn, like a layer of pawn defense. You move here. Okay, move back there. Here comes the troll town. Let's move you here. Because I know that bishops work outside of town. So they might be able to be doing some useful things elsewhere. In fact, we can probably, if we go around a different way, go to here, and then over to here. Well, I can take him before he takes me. He's going to move, of course. Okay, well, he still manages to do that, I see. So we've still got to protect our king, one way or another. Let's move to here. That's a sticky space. That move was really bad. I'll show you how this game was really meant to be played. We move you to here. We've unlocked a new rule. Bishops work out of town as well. They can leave the town and still come home for supper. That suggests to me there's some other rule, some other piece that's allowed outside of town. The queen or perhaps the knights. Let me try the knights. Nope. So the knights aren't allowed out of town. But something else must. It's just the question is what. Let me move you out of town. Because I can move the king here. Apparently the king can't get extra favour. Let me try that with someone else then. So move the you out of town. Move the pawn back. No, that doesn't help me. We can take this knight, that's fine. We just got to find ways to beat him in his own game, I would say. You move to here, ready to take the queen if possible. Let's try bait him into attacking. That feels cheaty. I don't feel like the queen's allowed to do the jumping. So we may cheat this turn. How did that piece get there? That's crazy. What do I actually want to do with that though? So we lost our queen, but he'll lose his queen. Let's move our rook here. Take the queen in the process. Towers normally can't move, but this is the world of abstraction. He can move as well, fine. Right. I'm going to move you forward because I want to get my bishop out to the sidelines where it's much easier for him to do things. If we move you here, that's bad. Got to move you out of the way there. And another rule's been unlocked. Crown guy can do as he pleases. Okay, so this is just like normal chess stuff. You move forward. That move was really bad. I'll show you how this game was meant to be played. Oh yeah, we could have taken him there. That was silly of me. I struggle with normal chess, let alone weird chess. And we can't go backwards, unfortunately. You move to here. Oh, I was going to move there, but the pawn can go backwards, so that doesn't work in our favour. Just thinking, can we move these guys somewhere else? These bishops somewhere more useful, I wonder. Presumably you can go here, because they can't move the correct way. If two towers aren't adjacent, they form a castle. If two towers aren't not adjacent, they form a castle. Interesting. So if we put two castles together, that presumably would work. I think we're doing better than we sometimes do, though. Let's move you to here. You go there. Take him out. The pawns can't move that way diagonally, which is unfortunate. If you move here, you're going to take that, and I can go here. Ah, he can take that, of course. Move here. Move. No, that's. Oh, he could go there, I suppose. Move you forward. We've lost the majority of our pieces, but we're learning things. We're learning rules, which is important. Please do not perform your turn while I'm looking away. I might not catch your stupidity. That's not okay. Bishops aren't allowed to move like that. I'm going to accuse that bishop of rule 13. You may cheat this turn. All these accusations is a waste of my time. Why prolong your inevitable loss? I guess we'll go take him out. He'll move on to someone else. He'll move to that corner. Fine. Anything more we can do now that he's in that corner? It's kind of a weird space for him to be, actually. Let's move to here. You move to here. Okay. No, no, I don't want to. I don't want to accuse him. Okay, no, I definitely don't want to accuse him. Let's take this piece. I feel like he might have been on the other side, but then he did move, didn't he? He did cheat forwards. You can go to the top here, but you'll almost certainly be taken straight away. I'm not sure that ascending really did for us in terms of usefulness. Let's try to take your castle, or your rook, I should say. I don't really know what that accusation is. Because that castle just ate. There's a duck. What's the duck doing? Can we put the duck on the field? And let's wait for it to come on the other side of the bridge. If it comes out, if the duck comes out, we're putting him on the board. Because that'll either be an achievement or a rule break. But no, it doesn't look to. Oh, there he is. Where you go, Mr. Duck, Mr. Goose? I was kind of hoping he might attack their pieces, to be honest. Oh, we'll let him carry on. It's not a problem. We need to move somewhere where we can attack this guy safely. Okay, you move. We're running out of good spots for it this night, actually. You move there. Of course, it's a bishop. That's not what I should have done. We've definitely got further with this, but we haven't really done enough to actually win. Now, what are these things that the bishops leave on the ground? Bishops will then drift knowledge when they leave a tile. The horse is not the only one who can jump over this, so we can probably use it as a jumping method, I guess. So you've slipped over, that's pretty good. We can go here. Nope, the bishop is there. Damn. Okay, so we made some progress there. We were getting pretty close for a while. Let's bring our queen out early. If the queen captures a piece, the world flips upside down, but like sideways. Right. That's possibly of interest. Let's try and move you over to here. We're going to see if we can be sneaky about this and attack him from behind. Let's take you. Obviously that bishop's going to move backwards. You've slipped over, so that's a good time to take you. Let's move you to there, because I don't think... What happened there? Please do not perform your turn while I'm looking away. Well, he just reset the board, didn't he? Oh no, we... Oh yeah, if the queen captures a piece, the world flips upside down, but like sideways. Fine. Should be able to take you there. That doesn't feel kosher. I think you just cheated, my man. Because that bishop can only move a certain way. So I'm going to accuse a bishop of rule 13. You may cheat this turn. I'm actually going to not get rid of the king. Or the troll in this case. I prefer to get rid of the queen. So let's do that. Let's move this bishop forward. That's a slippery space, that's annoying. You can actually attack that person, I think. Let's get this bishop up. So he's ready to attack people. This bishop can move up here. Are they allowed to eat people though? Are the rooks allowed to eat people? But we don't have a rule that says they can't. I don't know what we would accuse them of, that's the problem. Because we don't have that rule. So we're going to have to just leave that for now. If we move to... Just trying to think where it's safe for him to go. Where he's not going to get attacked by another bishop. I think there's probably okay. You can move there. That's annoying, because now we can't move that rook unless we move a pawn backwards. which we're allowed to do. Move you forwards. Right, now what can we do? Did he just move my piece? I think he did. I think he just moved my piece. I'm going to accuse this one was moved by the wrong colour. Yes, indeed. We may cheat this turn. Well, well, well. You caught me green-handed, but you will not get past me. I want to get rid of this bishop. So I'm going to move my bishop to his bishop. It's short tradition to stomp bypasses in this game. I've got to move my king out of the way. We're doing better this time. We're a bit more aware of things. Let's move you out, this other knight. Can't move you there. I can move you here. Now I can move you here. Because that guy's asleep. Let's wake you up. Or get you from... Stop you sleeping, I should say. Let's move you up by... hang on a second. Let's move you over here. Because that pins the knight. They say only the horse guy can jump, but I do mean some sort if it comes to it. Well, we can take you now. You'll move on to someone else. You're going to take my horse there, fine. I think we can move you to here. We're doing well here. We might be able to get a victory if we're lucky. Move you to here. Move this guy out of the way. Move you here. Move you here. I'm just trying to whittle down the rest of their pieces, but also keep an active eye on the chap who's causing us all these problems. What can we do now that's useful? Let's move you here. No, that's not a sensible idea. I'm just going to move you sideways. This is the best chance I've had. I don't want to ruin it. You're going to move up one. Here it comes. Right, I need to move you now to make you safe. Let's go here. Then we're going to move you up to here. You should be safe there unless you actively cheat. So that should be okay. Let's move you up one. We can take you. What you're smelling right now, it's the blood and sweat I poured into this game. My lack of bathing is a testament to my dedication. You just move my piece. So rule 2. White knight was moved by the wrong colour. You may cheat this turn. I want to get rid of this castle. That's the only thing still causing me problems. Okay. We should be able to win this now. We just need to not play stupidly. You move up to... Hang on, we're going to move you somewhere else. Move you to here, I guess. You will slip. And we learnt a new rule. Castles generate Generate special Valorite scraps. Interesting. Let's bring you back up. You're going to move. That's fine. Move you to here. We can take out you. All we need to do is just take out the rest of these pieces and then everything else should be okay. You can go there. You can go up here. So he's going to run out of pieces now. And another new one. Towers can eat friendly pieces to increase their power. Right, so that is a rule they're allowed to do. I wondered why the castles were doing that. You're going to eat him. Right, all we need to do is just take him out now. Let's move you over here. He moved my piece there. So rule 2, he moved my own piece. I should be able to get him here. White pawn was moved by the wrong colour. You may cheat this turn. It's only a small setback, so have your revenge now. We won! You got me. I may not have won the game, but at least I'll leave a worthy successor. You. Check. Oh, you cheat. You cheated. You cheater. Okay, so the troll goes down. But who comes next, I wonder? So we keep moving. And who's the troll's successor? I wonder. Oh, we are the troll. Interesting. You remain on the bridge. Unlock the bad ending. After 15 attempts, it took you 36 minutes and 51 seconds. And you cheated a total of 16 times. Again, game by Finn Shuring. So we are not the bad ending. So what's, I'm guessing the good ending means you're allowed to escape the bridge. But I'm guessing because we... Is it because we cheated? Is that why we remain on the bridge? Because we've now become the troll. I'm guessing if we manage to win that without cheating, we might get to escape the bridge. But it seems to me there's probably multiple endings there. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game. Is that it? And we are back to King of the Bridge. Interesting. So there are other... So there's achievements, there's leaderboards, there's everything. My word. So we've unlocked 4 out of 37 achievements. What's on the leaderboard, I wonder? Is it time taken or moves taken, I suppose? Leaderboard global. I'm at 26,000th in the world. Yeah, it's done by time. So I did mine in 36 minutes. That's cool. It's like a pixelated logo. That's very cool. But some people got this in a minute 20, minute 30. That's very impressive. But I tell you what, cool things there. If you wish to play this for yourself, link down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.